Good morning. It's 5:30 on a Saturday morning. I've got to get ready because we're travelling up to Battersea Park, the Theatre of Dreams in London, for a sub 30 10k attempt. What could possibly go wrong? Let's go. So, breakfast. Race is in about 4 hours time, which makes it difficult fueling wise. Sorry for the parrot, it's full of beans as soon as we wake up. Chocolate cereal for the carbs and protein, because I'm a bit of a child. Got Cadence electrolytes, coffee just to wake me up because it's not even 6 o'clock yet. And then before the race, we've got a Nomio broccoli sprout extract shot. See if I can pronounce this. I absolutely butchered it last time, I think. But isothiocyanates. And we've also got Morton bicarb to take with us to have before the race. So hopefully we're going to be basically allergic to lactate this morning. This will be the third time that I've tried the Morton bicarb, and I've also tried the more kind of cheaper option, the bicarb B from the boys in Cambridge. So I've tried that 3 times as well, so I'm hoping that after today I'll be able to make kind of some sort of comparison video, and also maybe feature the Nomio, see if that actually has any sort of lactate prevention effects, and yeah, make a bit of a comprehensive video about who's bicarb for, whether you should get bicarb, and whether you should get the cheaper option or whether the Morton one is just different gravy. But anyway, I'm gonna get this down me, and yeah, I'm on taxi duties as well. My family doing the park run, so I've got to get ready. Got to get, basically I need to eat everything that I need to eat before or after I've got there, and it's about a 2-hour drive to Battersea Park, so yeah. So, bicarb time. Got the pot here, got a little tiny spoon that I've collected somehow. So you got the A, which is the pot, B, which is the gel mixture, which I think is some sort of carbohydrate similar to the hydro gel you'll get in a standard gel, standard Morton gel. Mix that in there. Shake intensely for 15 seconds. And then leave to stand for 3 to 5 minutes before adding pot C, which is the actual bicarb balls. So, in the meantime, Nomio beetroot juice, not beetroot, broccoli juice, broccoli sprout extract. Wow, that is potent. That's disgusting. That is absolutely disgusting, but we don't do it for the taste. Oh. Little digestive biscuit. Go on, then. Mum's just about to do a pot run, she's eating biscuits.
No, carb loading.
For pot run. Now we added the bicarb pellets. They're kind of like disc shaped, they're not really like balls. It says mix gently and do not chew. I feel like I want to drink it almost, because yeah, much easier to drink it. Not going to leave a single pellet in there. All the seconds count today. The natural sensations to chew, it's kind of weird, it's kind of counterintuitive. Right, so bicarb down, Nomio broccoli lactate juice down, a couple of digestive biscuits down for the carbs. The only thing left now is probably just a caffeine gel, just to get a little bit of extra caffeine. About 20 minutes before the start. Race starts at 10:15, so about 5 to 10. And yeah, got a, I think it's a white Americano here, courtesy of Dad. Thank you very much. Taste the coffee. crappy coffee, but serves a purpose. So, we're in Battersea Park. We've come up early so that Mum and Grace can do the park run. It's obviously a very popular one. But yeah, so the run through Top Flight Battersea Park 10k is what we're doing today. Race goes on at 10:15 AM. I think there's about 170 people in my race. I've had a quick look at the start list and there is quite a few good runners today. So well, my eyes are on the clock essentially. I'm not really worried where I finish. Don't care if it's last, if it's first. Well, it won't be first, but the main goals for today's race, the A goal has got to be sub 30. A 10k finish time with, well, starting with a 29 is, well, that would just be, that's just what I want it so bad. So, yeah, a sub 30 10k is goal A. B goal would be sub kind of 30-15. And then a C goal, gotta love a C goal, is probably a PB, which is currently 30:22. So we haven't got too much time to play with in terms of getting that sub 30. Obviously 3-minute Ks makes it relatively easy pace wise. The only thing is with this sort of course, because it's a 4-lap course around Battersea Park, the Theatre of Dreams, it's the exact same course that I've done for a few 5k races, so I know kind of the course relatively well. It's kind of like a semicircle shape. I'll put a kind of course map on the screen, but obviously with a lap, any sort of lap course, you end up running further than 10k, so it's probably about 10.2k by the time you finish. We start and finish on the track, so I've got to incorporate that into my pacing, so I'm going to aim for around 256 per k, 257 per k, and I'm going to manually lap my watch, so I'm going to go off the kilometre markers on the course rather than letting my watch auto lap itself, if that makes sense. So yeah, whenever I come to London I just get such a buzz because there's so many runners just hurling around Battersea Park, doing their own sessions, doing their own things for their own goals. I just absolutely love it. I could definitely see myself being here more regularly, say like moving towards London in the future maybe, but for now we're going to enjoy it and get ready to race. So, but first off we've got to go cheer Mum and Grace on at park run. Here with Dad.
Oh yeah.
Dad's not running. So you got some knee issues at the moment, haven't you, Dad?
I have.
Ongoing knee issues for about about a year now, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. It's been a year. I've had 2 keyhole operations.
Yeah. 2 arthroscopies.
Clean outs, as they call it, I think.
Yeah.
And tidy up and.
Yeah, so you've had 2 damaged medial menisci.
Yeah. 1
on each knee, 2 arthroscopies, so 2 surgeries. So yeah, we'll get him back running.
We'll try.
We'll try our best.
Year or so's time.
Dad, final prediction, do you think sub 30's on the card today?
I definitely think it is.
That's a nice little confidence boost there for Gibbo.
Yeah.
Right, let's lock in. Cheer on Grace and Mum. Hopefully Grace bangs out a nice little park run. Been coaching her for the last few weeks, so we'll see where the fitness is at. And then yeah, on to my race at 10:15. Park run. I have not seen anything like that. That is a ridiculous number of people for a park run. I was listening to a podcast a little while ago. I think it was by the Inside Running podcast boys, and they were saying that I think park run might have slightly outgrown itself in some areas, and I think Battersea Park is probably one of them. But it's just too many people for what park run is about. It's about just turning up and, I don't know, having a nice little 5k on a Saturday morning. But I think actually when there's this many number of people, or this many people, I think it does actually start to slightly impede the public. But I'm a runner, so it doesn't really impact me, but yeah, humongous event. Anyway, on to the main event. Gonna walk down and get my number. My hands are too cold to be able to pin it onto my vest, but that'll be a bit of fun. Hold on. Go on, Grace. Go on, Mum.
Go on the right. Woo. Looking good. Yeah. Hang on to it.
So we're here at the event village. Loads of people here. Got my number 8. So quite a nice little single-digit number, which is obviously lovely. So yeah, got about 45 minutes to the race. Gonna go start getting warmed up, change shoes, drills, and yeah, lock in. So gonna probably pass over the camera duties to Dad or Grace or Mum. So any footage they get from now on, good or bad, is their fault. So right, full send. So 30, let's go. Yeah, any 10k time starting with a 29 would be lovely. My PB is 30.22, so got a few seconds to kind of clear off, but yeah, 29.59 is the goal for today, yeah. So this is it, about 8 or so minutes till the start. Camera's going away, drills are done. Just going to finish off with a few strides, and yeah, just try and stay warm. It's a little bit bitter, so I don't know how many layers to wear, but I guess it's a lap course. I can always throw some gloves at my parents or something. So right, let's get locked in. See you on the other side. Come on boys.
Underway. Now you can see the athletes swinging around that first bend there for the start of the Battersea Park.
Go on, Cole. Oh yeah, I love now. Well done, lads. Go on, Cole. Go on, Cole. Go, James. Take this guy, James. Go on, Cole.
In through, well done to James, Jacob, Alex. Another Alex coming across the line. Fantastic running from Leo and Lewis.
Yes. Yes, let's go, man.
Cheers, buddy. So we're back from the Battersea Park top flight run through 10k. I absolutely butchered the name there. What a day! What a day! My best race to date, no doubt in my mind. That is the biggest milestone I've hit so far, and it's something that I've wanted for such a long time. Yeah, and it hasn't sunk in. It hasn't sunk in. First off, a massive thank you to everyone that sent me a message, whether that's on Strava, through Instagram, or through me to my number directly. I really, really appreciate it, honestly. Yeah, it's been a bit mind-blowing to be honest. My phone's been completely blown up, which is just absolutely crazy. But yeah, whirlwind of a day, absolutely crazy result. I wasn't actually too confident going into it, just because I felt a little bit under the weather the last couple of days, like a little bit of a cold. And then also there's been a bit of mental tug of war at the within myself. These last few days, I've never really done well with the whole taper process, so reducing your mileage into a race, I always kind of, taught myself out of a good performance sometimes, and that's something that I've kind of had to try and put my faith into my coach Ellis Cross, and just kind of trust that he knows what he's talking about, which he obviously does. And it's funny enough, I was actually speaking to one of my friends about it the other day and just saying, oh, I don't know how I feel about the whole taper process and reducing that mileage. And he just said, well, you need to trust in your coach. And he actually pulled me up on it today, and he said, well, how do you feel about it now that you've ran that good result and you've seen that the taper does work? How do you feel about it? That's my friend Reese. So yeah, massive thank you to him for putting me up on that. And your best friends, they will put you up on things. They're not just going to let you, I don't know, bullshit them basically. So yeah, obviously got to trust more in the taper, trust more in your coach, and trust that they're giving you objective things to do that's going to help your performance basically. So yeah, massive thank you to Ellis for kind of forcing me to taper for this race, and I'm glad I listened. Another reason why I wasn't super confident in this race is because, to be honest, I've had a bit of a time. The last few weeks, last couple months have been pretty tough for me. It's not anything that belongs on YouTube. It's not something that I'm really going to get into in this vlog. But it all hit me like a ton of bricks at the end of the race. Just kind of afterwards, I was just laying on the floor and just could not contain it. I just looked at my parents and just absolutely lost it. Just started crying like an absolute numpty. But yeah, as I said, I'm not going to go into details because it's boring for you guys and it's distressing for me, so there's no point talking about it on YouTube. But yeah, I don't know, that's definitely something that's been playing on my mind during training, and maybe fueling my training to a certain degree, but also you can become too emotionally invested in your training sometimes, and I was worried that might have happened and that the result almost mattered too much. So I was a little bit apprehensive about running sub 30, despite training going pretty well, just because running has kind of bled into my private life recently for various reasons. So I didn't know how it would go. So yeah, it was a bit of an emotional one over the line. My best ever performance, a time that I never thought that I would ever run, especially when not even just the more recent distressing stuff, but previous years of kind of, like eating disorders and injuries and stuff. I just never thought I'd ever actually get to this point. And you might be sat there thinking, bloody hell, Cole, it's just a 10k, mate. Like, calm down, you haven't broken a world record. But for me, this is a huge milestone, and it really feels like I feel like at this time I've proven to myself that I can do it. And yeah, it feels like I've just it feels like I've kind of, I don't know, given myself some proper self-confidence. I feel like sometimes I put on a bit of a facade when it comes to being confident and stuff, and I feel like, I don't know, today really helped me, I don't know, actually believe in myself, and it showed me that I can do it. I can be at the start of those races and be in with a shot of running at a really good time and potentially placing high up the list. Yeah, I've completely gone off on a tangent. But yeah, a huge result, an emotional result, and something that really, I don't know, yeah, it's really kind of, I don't know how to put it into words. But in terms of the race itself, my pacing, to be honest, I'm going to give myself a little pat on the back, and I think it's something that we don't really do enough. And a few people have messaged me actually and saying, just take time to sit and enjoy this moment, enjoy the time that you've ran. I think that's definitely something that we as runners, we don't do. We're constantly moving on to the next target, the next goal. And I'm going to give myself a little pat on the back in terms of, I think my pacing was perfect today. Looking at my Strava, looking at the Coros app, and looking at the splits, I don't think I could have run it more evenly if I tried. So yeah, basically, well, I'll put it on the screen, have a look for yourself. So, but yeah, I think that's definitely something that I'm getting better at and maturing at as an athlete. And I think obviously YouTube's about sharing the highs and the lows, but this is a high, and I feel good about sharing that. And I'm going to give myself that little pat on the back that I'm developing as an athlete, I'm improving as an athlete, and yeah, I'm really enjoying the journey. I feel like running has given me its fair share of lows, and it's given me some highs, but today it's given me like the highest high I've had so far. And yeah, it's just, yeah, I've completely waffled. I wanted this to be nice and concise, happy. It's just a great day. But to talk a little bit more about the tactics of the race, this sort of stuff kind of all feels like it merges into one. After a race, I never feel like I'm actually that articulate at describing what happened. Essentially, I caught a group at around the 3k mark, went past them, and then pretty much ran solo the rest of the way. I had a couple of guys, the 2 guys that finished in front of me actually, they basically sat on my heels pretty much the entire race from then on, which totally fair play. Absolutely no, I don't feel disrespected by that at all. That's just tactics at the end of the day, and it was my decision to push on, and I'm very glad that I did. But they did show a little bit more tactical nous potentially, because they did beat me towards the end. So congratulations to those 2. But yeah, to be one of the 12 that finished under 30 minutes, I'm just ecstatic if you can't tell. In fact, I've probably just chatted for about 7 minutes of absolute shit, but I'm buzzing. It's been a tough time, and yeah, I don't really know what else to say really. Other than thank you to everyone that's helped me get to this point. We're not stopping now. London Marathon is still the goal. Yeah. Thanks for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, and yeah, share with your mates. I appreciate you tuning in. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.